Hey YouTubers, what's up? It's me, yours truly. I am back to share a couple of new additions to the music collection. Nothing really big, and I'm still not really spending any money on vinyl right now. Still just kind of focused on taking care of some other financial things, so I've been really skimping on spending any extra money on vinyl whatsoever. Mainly just kind of doing some trading and things of that nature, but picked up some very good stuff at a Goodwill, and then also a friend of mine who knows how much I love vinyl and knew a few things that I was looking for, and actually picked up 2 or 3 really nice things for me too that I was really excited about. So got a few things to show you, but let me kind of jump in and start off with what's playing in the background, which is some cassettes also I picked up at a Goodwill recently. This is what's playing in the background, which is Skid Row's Slave to the Grind. Really interesting. I mean, I knew about this album, I kind of heard bits and pieces of it, but never really paid attention to it, so to speak. And I just saw it in Goodwill, 50 cents, so I picked it up and listened to the entire thing a couple nights ago, and I was just like, I didn't remember Skid Row being quite as heavy as this record was. So I'm definitely looking forward to hopefully getting this on vinyl in the near future. And it also made me pull out their first album and put it into my in-rotation stack so I can go back and see, did I miss something on that album too that just I don't remember or whatever, but really good heavy record. Very good stuff. And again, it caught my attention when I was at the Goodwill because I watch that metal show a lot. I'm sure a lot of you guys probably seen that. And I know that, what's his name, Mr. Trump, I mean, he references that album all the time as being such a great album, and after actually paying attention to it for once, I guess it really is very good heavy album. So let me share a few of the other cassettes that I got at the Goodwill. A lot of good 50-cent finds. I think I spent like $6 there that day. But super sexy swinging sounds. Got the last word there. Rob Zombie. So that was a really good find. Cassette in perfect condition. I got that CD too. I'd love to get the vinyl sometimes. I know they did press it. And then some good hip-hop stuff. LL Cool J, Mama Said Knock You Out. Nice to get that on cassette. Ice Cube, Lethal Injection. Another pretty good album. Notorious B.I.G. Ready to Die. More Ice Cube, Bootleg and B-sides? Bootleg and B-sides. Which is a really good album there too. I have this on vinyl as well, but really good album. A lot of good old school type of Roger and Zapp type beats and samples, which is right up my alley when it comes to old school hip hop. That's the stuff I love. Then of course the classic Sir Mix-a-Lot, Swass. I got the CD and vinyl there, so it was good to get the cassette as well. And then one of my favorite groups in hip-hop, Outkast, Southern Player, Cadillac Music. I mean, just really kind of showed what we were in store for when Outkast kind of first came out and about. I don't know if this was their first record, it was one of their early ones for sure. But yeah, I mean, just really great album, song to song, everything on here is absolutely perfect. And also, as I said, they're one of my favorite groups because they're still one of the few hip-hop artists out there that actually use, creativity in what they produce. Be it their videos, be it the subject matters of their lyrics. They actually have creativity as artists as opposed to being just one more hip-hop artist that has his pants sagging down, has cars and girls and jewelry in every video. I mean, that just got old very quick. So it's good artists like that to keep true hip-hop alive, in my opinion. But anyway, let me jump into some of the vinyl finds here. Let's start with this one. This is one that I got at the Goodwill that I was very happy to find, which is the Flirts, and this is Calling All Boys. You may not remember them initially just by seeing their faces here, but this is the group that sang the song Don't Put Another Dime in the Jukebox. I don't want to hear that song no more. And the actual song is called Jukebox, but you probably remember that lyric. So, it was definitely kind of a poppy 80s hit. I think 82 is when this came out. But one thing, again, that was good after I really listened to the entire album this album really does have a very good mixture of a lot of what was going on in the 80s, in the sense that you had very poppy stuff like Jukebox, but then you also had stuff like We Just Wanna Dance, which I swore, I actually looked on the album to see if I was right or not, but I thought that that was a Ramones cover, because everything about the song, the kind of what punk was really known for when it first came out, the whole very fast 3-chord guitar type of rhythms, and even just kind of the lyrics and the way the lyrics were delivered, I thought, that sounds like a Ramones song. But so it was kind of cool to experience that. And then also the song Calling All Boys, same thing there. I thought, that sounds like Depeche Mode. Like, that is totally a Depeche Mode song. The electronics in it, the lyrics, the rhythm that they delivered the lyrics in and everything, it was totally Depeche Mode across the board. And again, you're not going to listen to that and hear Depeche Mode, but it's one of those things where you think, if Depeche Mode were to cover that song, that would be incredible. Or if the Ramones were to cover We Just Wanna Dance, it would have been an absolutely great song. Or it was great to hear them do that. They're still great songs. But anyway, that was a pleasurable pickup for only 50 cents at a Goodwill. Cover's a little rough here. Looks like some other records stuck to it and left part of itself on this one. But the LP is in absolute mint condition, so very, very happy to get that. Let's see, what else came from the Goodwill that day? The Young Lovers. This is just the band The Young Lovers doing some different covers. Has a pretty good cover of Aquarius and Let It Be Me. So just kind of some, 60s, 70s, Flower, really, really light pop type stuff. But again, 50 cents, it was pretty good. Let's see. Also picked up a copy of Kool Moe Dee from 87. One of the cassettes I used to play the heck out of back when I was younger. Songs like Go See the Doctor, Little John, You Know What Time It Is, and then also the song The Best, which is one of my favorite Kool Moe Dee songs. And it's a really cool song too, because it brings back a lot of memories for me. Because back when I was younger, I used to do the whole freestyling thing, quarter pipes and flatland and all that stuff on bikes. And the very first competition I ever rode in, which I got second place by the way, flatland competition, the song I rode to was The Best by Kool Moe Dee. So every time I hear that, or when I listened to it the other day, it even made me think back to like what my routine was and just that whole association thing. So it was kind of cool. But good stuff there. And then another good $4 find. I found King T, Act a Fool. Some more good hip-hop from 1988, I believe. Again, kind of the initial stages of hip-hop going, gangster or whatever you want to call it. Not exactly the greatest record, but it's one of those ones that I remember I got at a really, really cheap price back then, and I listened to it and caught on to some stuff. So even listening to it now still has those kind of cool flashbacks. But, just kind of a decent, definitely old school type hip-hop record. Now, some of those things I was telling you that my friend picked up for me that I was really excited about. Number one, Velvet Underground, White Light, White Heat. This is a 180-gram black vinyl pressing. One of those albums I just kind of put off getting for quite some time. Even after stumbling across a number of them, just never grabbed it and brought it home. But picked that up, and that was a very, very cool gift to receive. Have that in my collection. And I got this one for $4, which was Roger Waters. This is basically, I already have a copy of this, but I have the one that has a little, kind of the censored little black bar across the rear right there. So I saw this one that was the uncensored cover, so I wanted to pick it up to have a copy of that. Then the really cool one that came in, again, I was very excited to get this, and Derek, I think you'll appreciate it, because we had a conversation about this a little while ago, and you said something to the effect about you hope I get a chance to get one or something like that, and I did. Picked up a copy of Can, Pegomego here. Absolutely love that cover. I mean, it really sums up the feel that I get from the album. So really, really good pickup. Again, a great gift to receive there. And it's a 2 LP set. Let's see here. First LP is on kind of this greenish, marble-ish looking vinyl. And I mean, and the first LP here, everything is absolutely great. I mean, this is one of those ones that you truly listen from start to finish without ever touching the needle, and everything on it is great, both sides. Album 2, it's just a regular black vinyl, and I wasn't quite as fond with album 2. I mean, it's really kind of some of that far out stuff that I guess like they had to get something out of their system, so they made it. But some very weird stuff that I haven't quite caught on to yet, but I probably listened to it a few times to really get the gist of it. But anyway, Can was a very good pickup. And the last one here, which is actually one I'm going to give back to the Goodwill, which is kind of a quick funny story. When I was in the Goodwill and I picked up that Flirts and those cassettes and everything, I saw this and I was like, oh, that's cool. That's Archie's album. I've never, Fresh Surrender, I've never heard before. 50 cents, I'll grab it. Took it home and started listening to it, and my first impression was, that doesn't really sound like the Archies. You know, it doesn't sound like Sugar and all that stuff that they did. And then my next impression when the second song came on was like, this is a Christian album. I didn't know Archies did Christian albums. So I continued to listen, and I'm like looking at the cover and everything, and then finally I realized it's not the Archies, it's the Archers. And I just didn't pay enough attention to it and picked up the album expecting something totally different. So I listened to the entire first side, and it just wasn't very good, plain and simple. So not going to keep that. So if anyone happens to be a huge fan of the Archers, I mean, let me know in the next day or two. I'll be happy to mail this to you. But if not, I'm just going to take it back to the Goodwill and let someone who really enjoys it go out and grab it. So anyway, those are most recent vinyl finds. Like I said, not a ton of stuff, because again, I'm not really spending much money on any of that stuff right now. Kind of focused on taking care of a number of other things, but still doing some trading and getting rid of some other stuff where I can still have some credit and things that nature to continue to get some vinyl to come in. So anyway, as always, let me know what you guys think, and I will talk to you guys later. All right, take care, BC.